Alright guys, are you guys hydrated? I am. Offshoot beer company, drifting. It's a pale ale. Let's give it a try. Like I always say, you gotta stay hydrated. You also gotta make sure your avocados are hydrated. Alright guys, more updates. So my Hass avocado I got at the beginning of the year in January. I planted it in January and then I did another video in March, and it's September right now and this is what it looks like right now. It's grown, it's taken off. I do have something I want to share with you guys, and that's some animal has been going around, and this just happened last night or this morning, or I don't know. I was here yesterday and I didn't see any of this. So some little creature, I'm assuming it's a raccoon, that's just going around and digging up all of this. So I presume they're looking for maybe grubs or worms or whatever, but I just don't like seeing this because you can see exposed roots here also. So I don't know, I'm thinking of maybe I should put one of those cams out here so I can actually see. But it's not just my Hass, it's also the Zutano, my reed. I mean, they're just kind of coming over here and just digging it up. Check out my Nabal. See it kind of dug it all the way up, all the way down to where my hose is for my water. Over here also. Kind of weird. My Mexicola, whatever it was, it just kind of had a field day and just started playing around out here. My Fuerte also. It's probably a raccoon, that's what I'm assuming. But I gotta spend some time today to get some more mulch and re-mulch and kind of protect the roots, because the roots are nice and kind of white, which is nice, but if they're exposed to the elements it could kill them off real quick. So gotta make sure your roots are good, which will feed the tree and keep you hydrated. Alright, so I'm trying to fix this, and you can see there's all sorts of worms and stuff in there. So, I don't know. So you guys have seen me kind of show off where my reed is and how it's doing. So this is my, I guess, reed number 1, and this is what it looks like today. It definitely outgrew my stake, and you guys saw that one of my branches kind of fell over. So we're tying it up, making sure everything's good, and so far so good. I mean, this little tie job that we did the trick, kind of kept this branch from falling over. So I untied it the other day just to see, and the branch actually stayed up by itself. So I decided to just leave the tie on there because it's probably important to have it on. So I'll show you video footage of it before and after so you can see what it looks like. Also, I'm going to show you my second reed, which I ended up removing my shade cloth because it was cooler like last week, and it was hot yesterday and today, and I decided to kind of just keep it off because I didn't have time to kind of put it back on. But it's doing okay, so it didn't really need my shade cloth. But during extended periods of heat and sun, I definitely recommend putting it on there, especially if you got exposed branches like I do. I mean, I painted the branches, so that helped out also. But it seems to be doing okay, so I'll put in some video footage of what it looked like March of this year to what it looks like right now. So looking forward to the reeds for sure. I kind of want to get 3 more reeds to kind of make a whole hedge, a reed hedge, I guess. And still considering doing that. I just got to dig out an ash and prep the area, but I think that would be a good move for me because I do love this fruit. It's actually really, really good. So it's just a matter of time before we actually go ahead and do it. But if I'm going to clean out that area, I also have some other varieties I can just throw in there because I have them. But we'll see. So in March of this year, I also kind of showed you guys what my Kona shower well looks like. And this is what this one looks like right now. So it's grown nicely. It's I actually added the stake, and it's about to outgrow the stake. So my shower well is a little sensitive. I mean, we've had heat in the hundreds in the last 2 days, and this is kind of what I'm seeing. See the leaves, how, I mean, it didn't look like that a couple days ago. So it seems like at the end of the season, when it still gets hot, that's what you'll get. I mean, even here, like this branch, a little crispy. I used to have a shade cloth over this. I took it off and it was doing okay for a period of time, but it just seems to need a little bit more protection somehow. But my other Kona, which I'll show you in a second here, is actually doing worse. It might be that I'm watering it too much, so we have to kind of regulate that with our little micro sprinklers. But again, I'm also getting some animal that's coming out here digging. I don't know what it is. It's looking for something, and it's digging up some of our roots. So we'll have to kind of take care of that. But you know, this variety seems to be a little bit more sensitive to heat. And something to note for me, I don't know about you guys, but my Kona, the leaves are pretty big. I mean, see, that's my hand right there. New growth. Leaves are pretty big. So, and it's got some new growth coming up. So it wants to grow, but it also is a little sensitive to heat, at least for me in my experience. So this Kona, early in the year, we actually had the leaves and the new growth kind of come out and then stay yellow and was getting more yellow. So if you look at this picture, I know it's a little blurry, it's not that good, but it kind of was struggling. It seems like there was some type of deficiency. So I kind of narrowed it down to maybe like an iron deficiency. So I bought this chelated iron supplement. Just got a package from Amazon. Liquid iron southern egg. So I guess the key might be this chelated iron, which is at 3.5%, which is supposed to be what's readily usable to the plants. So, and I sprayed it on using my sprayer and did like a foyer spray, and 3 weeks later the leaves started turning green. So I definitely recommend this product. I'll put it down in the description below so you can see, but it really helped out, and I'm going to start using it more often if I do notice a yellowing of leaves. But I've used it on my lawn also, which kind of makes it nice and green, so something to consider. It's a little pricey. I think I paid like $30 for a 1 gallon, and I don't need 1 gallon's worth. So I just decided to go ahead and just buy it. I figure I'll just have it and use it. I don't know if it's going to expire or not. I didn't look at it, but you know, if it doesn't expire and it's still good, I can still use it going forward. So this thing is actually interesting because I didn't expect it to kind of come back, because I was having issues with my Pinkerton, and my Pinkerton, I did the same treatment but it never came back. So Pinkerton had other issues, but if you're having minor issues where the leaves are a little yellow and you need some iron, the supplement iron really helped out. So something to consider as we kind of go into fall and also head into winter. So here's my other Kona, and I had shade cloth over this and I took it off and then I never put it back on with the heat hitting 104 and 101 today. So this is kind of what's happening. So I kind of also think that maybe I have a little too much water, so we're gonna have to work on that. But this one has never, ever since the whole heat wave in 2018 and it died back, I nursed it all the way to being much better, but then seems like at the end of the season, well, I say end of the season, around September time frame, even last year, September time frame, it did the same thing. So it just kind of took a step backwards. So I'm definitely considering getting rid of this one and putting in maybe another Kona or another variety that I have. But I'll probably do the avocado mound style just to see if that would help. But right next to it, which is my bacon, is doing great. So this bacon's on the same watering schedule as the Kona, and it's like right next door, so it's not a bad spot. It's just, I don't know. So we'll see. Anyways, thanks for watching.